Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing Amaya's 3-month update. So she turned 3 months this past Saturday, and she's right now, she just had her bottle and she's in her doggo top sleeping. So I wanted to do her update. Natalia is somewhere over there roaming around. She'll probably pop up anytime soon. So if you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Amanda. I am a mother of 2 beautiful girls. Natalia, which is my oldest, she is 2 years old, and Amaya, my 3-month-old. So I go ahead and invite you to subscribe if you are new, and let's get started with the update. Okay, so her stats. Okay, so the last time that I took her to the doctor was for her 2-month checkup, and she was weighing 12 pounds, I believe. Right now I haven't weighed her. I don't have a baby scale or anything like that, and I didn't like weigh her carrying her in my weight. So honestly, like, I'm not sure how much she weighs, but she's pretty heavy. Like, she feels heavy. So I'm assuming she's probably like 14 pounds right about now, because she actually is increasing her formula ounces. So we'll get into that. I'm probably going to be scattered all over the place. Sorry if I sound congested, but it's just, I don't know if it's allergies or whatnot, but it's definitely something. Okay, so her last, she was 12 pounds, 21 inches long. So I'm pretty sure she's about the same, probably 22 inches long, because I noticed that in her car seat, like, her little feet are sticking out already, and it's crazy to think that. And the car seat is definitely getting a lot heavier. So let's see. I use the Wonder Weeks app, and she just passed her her third leap. She just passed it, so she's not necessarily in her 4th leap. So if you guys don't follow the Wonder Weeks, or you guys don't have it downloaded in the app, it's a wonderful tool to use, a wonderful app just to keep track of the leaps that babies have. So in fact, a baby does have leaps in their life. So it can be like a mental leap, a physical leap, motor skills develop, and things like that. Sometimes when our babies are fussy, or we just, you know, they're just crying a lot or something like that, it's because they're going through a development leap. So that is a thing, guys. So with Natalia, I was always like, what's wrong with her? And then when I discovered the Wonder Weeks app, I was just like, oh my God, all the symptoms she's going through, every little thing that I'm noticing with her, like, the app is telling me, because she's going through a mental leap. So I'm using it again with Amaya, and I love it. So she doesn't make her 4th leap in her development just yet. The 4th leap, known as the World of Events, will start about 14.5 weeks after the due date and can last up to 5 weeks. So in about 13 days, I'll see that 4th leap. So her past leap, let's see, she was in smooth transition, so week 12. So I'm going to go ahead and read it to you guys. So summary: with leap 3 at around 12 weeks, 3 months, your baby will enter yet another new world as she undergoes the 3rd major neurodevelopmental leap since birth. You may recall that one of the significant physical developments that occurred around 8 weeks, leap 2, was your baby's ability to swipe and kick at objects with her arms and legs. Yes, so Amaya definitely is become into this wiggle worm where she's just like up and down with her feet, moving her arms, like sucking on her wrist. Like, she just started moving so quickly from one day to another. It was just insane. So these early flailing movements often would have looked comically puppet-like during that time. However, at 12 weeks, this jerky action is about to change. Like Pinocchio, your baby is ready to change from a puppet into a real child. So yes, so typical signs of this leap include: you cry more often, baby wants to keep occupied more than before, baby may lose their appetite. Didn't happen with Amaya. She's hungry like every 2.5 hours. Baby is shyer with strangers than you were. No. Baby clings to me more now. It's about the same. Baby wants more physical contact during nursing. I'm not nursing, so no. Baby sleeps poorly. She has, there was like a week where she literally slept the whole entire night from like 11:30 till like 7 in the morning, and that lasted a few days. Just this past week we noticed that she was being a little bit more fussy, and she was actually waking up crying during night. So she has been starting to wake up. She's snoring. She has started to wake up one time. Well, actually, the day before yesterday, she woke up 3 times, guys. It was crazy. It's like if she was like a newborn all over again. But today, she only woke up one time, which was at 3 in the morning. So yes, I have noticed that her sleep patterns are changing just a bit. Baby sucks their thumb. Yes, of course she does. She's always like sucking her little wrist. She makes her wrist like this and she's just sucking at it. So I think she's an early teether. Because she has been drooling since like 2 months, and it's crazy because I never noticed that with Natalia, that she started drooling so early on, but with Amaya I did notice that she's drooling a lot more. Baby is less lively. I'm not quite sure what that means. Baby is quieter. No, she's just all about coos and goos and things like that. And then it says, note, some babies show all the signs while others show just a few. Most babies go through this leap 12 weeks after their due date. Some babies go through it a week earlier and others 1 week later. And then it says, of course, this transformation will not happen overnight. And when it does, it will entail more than just physical movement, although that is probably what you will notice more. It will also affect your baby's ability to perceive the way things change around her, such as a voice shifting from one register to another, the cat slinking across the floor, and the light in a room becoming dimmer as the sun dips behind the clouds. The world of your baby is becoming a more organized place as she discovers the constant flowing changes around her. And yes, I totally agree with everything that this says. There's a little bit more, but I'm not gonna go into that. But yeah, so definitely there's a lot of changes, a lot of developmental changes that I have noticed with her. She's just so much more alert. She's just gooing and cooing. Like, her favorite word right now is a goo, and then when I say it, or my husband says it, or Natalia says it, like, she responds immediately. And she's just cooing and like talking on her own. I love it. It's so cute. Also, what I've noticed is that she is obviously way more alert. So I put her on her 4-mom swing on her mamaru, and there's like little toys hanging from the top, and she actually notices them. Hi, my amor. Hi. Baby's sleeping. Shh. Mom. She hid behind there. So yes, another thing I've noticed is that, so yes, she's more alert of the things that she's noticing around her. I bought her some, Mama, put that there, baby, leave it there. Wait. I bought her some sensory toys, and she's starting to notice that. She's also very alert with Natalia. So when Natalia goes and hugs her, or she hears Natalia's voice, she automatically smiles. It's honestly the cutest thing ever. She's so she's so alert, and I just love it. I truly believe that when you have more kids, and when you already have 1 more kid or 2 more kids, that child will develop a lot faster, just because they're hearing already another child in the house, and it's just more like lively, more than if you only have 1. I can for sure say that. So I'm happy to see how early on she starts to develop different things. So So with her feeding, she still feeds, she still drinks her milk every 2.5 hours. She's very constant with there. She started last month with 4 months, with 4 ounces, and now she's upping her game with 5 ounces. Yeah, so she's definitely upping that game on her formula. What else? She's still not on solids, or her doctor told me so next month at 4 months, so we're not starting with that. She's way too little. What else? Oh, her clothes. So she is wearing 6-month clothing right now. She can fit into 3 months, but she's so long that when she stretches out her legs, it doesn't fit her. The onesies do not fit her. For clothes like a 2-piece or anything like that, I do feel that the 3 months is kind of tight on her. So she's actively wearing and is more comfortable in 6-month clothing, because you don't want to have your baby too tight. You want to have her comfortable. I don't have specific outfits for her, like actual clothes. I like to keep her in onesies. I already mentioned that in the last update. I think it's just more comfortable for baby to be in onesies and her little pants with her little top. Sleeping, well, yeah, she wakes up 1 time right now. She's waking up 1 to 2 times, or I just hear that she's fussing, or like she throws out this little cry. But for the most part, she is sleeping from 10:30, 11:30 all the way up until 3 in the morning. So she's definitely stretching out her she's definitely stretching out her sleep pattern. She takes quite a few naps during the day. I'm not counting specifically how many times, because they are cat naps more than anything. Like right now, I gave her bottle and she fell asleep, and right now it's been probably I would say like 20 minutes of her sleeping, which is a pretty long time for her, because it's after 20 minutes she's already up. But she does go with a longer stretch during the day without sleeping, which I think helps her during the night. So I'm okay with that. Another app that I really like to use, it's called The Bump. I used it with Natalia and then forgot about it. And then again, I downloaded it. So what's new with Amaya week 13? Baby talk. So this is just a little paragraph of what we kind of went over in the Wonder Weeks app, but I'm gonna read it to you. So babies always know who you are, but now he can really show it. You may notice she's smiling and kicking when you make eye contact or replying to your conversation with little gurgles. Talk with baby as much as possible to help develop her language skills. Point out things you see, read out loud, sing to her, and do everything else you can to keep the conversation flowing. That is definitely key. So I don't always baby talk with Amaya. Sometimes I do it just because it's cute and it just comes out, but I just talk to her like normal. And I think that really helps with development in speech and things like that, just like language skills. So, and I just talk to her just like if I was talking to Natalia, or if I was talking to my husband or anything like that. So I'm like, as like if I'm changing her diaper or if I'm feeding her or anything like that, I'm like talking to her while I'm doing it. So I don't know if, you know, she's barely 3 months, but I want to have her know my voice, and she definitely recognizes my voice, guys. It's so funny because like I can catch myself like talking or something and she's just looking up at me and she's smiling, and it's the cutest thing. I think I'm gonna say the cutest thing like a lot in this video, but it's honestly the cutest thing. She's so responsive, she's so alert, follows you a little bit with her eyes now. I've started to notice that. So I definitely one thing I want to work on better is to read to her. I'm kind of bad at it. I need to get into the groove of doing that again. And again with Natalia, I do read her books because she comes to me and she wants me to read the book for her. But with Amaya, I do need to be a little bit better at reading books to her. And actually, I think I need to go buy some more books. Okay, so another thing is her skin. My husband has very sensitive skin. I have some sensitive skin to a point. I've never had any type of eczema or anything like that. But I did notice that on her side of her cheek, she does have like this rough patch, and it's like little red bumps. And I do remember that with Natalia. She had that exact same thing with her skin. So I just put a little moisturizer for eczema, baby cream for eczema. I think it's the Aqua 4 if I'm not mistaken, or there's another medical brand cream that it starts with an E. I should go get it, but something like that. And I just put it on there every time that I change her. It's probably, well, not every time that I change her, probably like 3 times a day. But it's still there, it hasn't gone away. I'm not too concerned, just because it's not like flaky or anything. Another thing that I noticed that started at 2 months was she started getting cradle cap. So again, it happened with Natalia too, so I was very familiar with it. I don't bathe her every single day. I bathe her every other day, and I try not to use very hot water, just warm water, things like that, because I know that can trigger it as well. Okay, so I think that sums it up for Amaya's 3-month baby update. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.